try.
I'm recording now.
Okay, I think I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order.
Okay.
And we'll begin with a roll call. Charlie Ballmaster,
Here.
Danny Bolin,
Here.
Luke Thomas,
Here.
Earl Williams,
Here.
Lynn Fulkerson,
Here.
David Aitchen, here. Steve Goodson, no show. Okay, I think I established a quorum. I think we
Isn't
have
this
six.
his last meeting, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
He told him- I called him and asked him to attend, and he said he's just going right out in the sunset.
Yeah. I spoke to
Oh my
him today
God.
also. Got the same.
I thought maybe he had a ball game or something, but I don't know.
What he told Charlie.
Yes.
Okay, our first item on the agenda is approval of minutes from October 5th, 13th, and 22nd. Has everybody had a chance to review those? And
Can we get Pam to read those for us?
Oh, gosh.
Just joking.
I don't think so.
Okay. We're gonna do all these at once or individually?
The transfers?
No,
The minutes.
No.
Do you want to do them all together? I mean,
the transfers or the minutes?
the minutes.
Okay, I guess we can as long as
Is anyone
everybody
opposed
was
to that?
present at those meetings, were they?
I think so.
I don't
I
know.
think Steve
Let me
was
look real
the
quick.
one that was absent from all. Well, no, yeah. Yeah, Steve might have been absent for these. I don't know.
Oh, Lynn was absent on the 5th. So we probably do need to do them separate.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve minutes from
For the 5th? Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Hi.
Motion carries 5-0. Next, we have approval of the October 13th minutes.
Now, Luke wasn't at this one because that was your,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
that was the budget.
Yeah. Luke and Steve were absent.
So the only meeting I missed. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written for October 13th.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 5-0. Okay, October 22nd.
You weren't there, were you, David?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
We got this all
You were in
mixed
the
up.
hospital.
I wasn't there and Earl was there. That's the first meeting I've ever missed in my 4 years.
Well, you had a reason, okay?
Earl and I were sick with COVID,
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you almost got us.
but I think I was more sick than Earl.
Yeah, I think you were too.
Or I ended up being. Actually, at that time, you'd emailed and you said something about you can only walk 10 steps and you were feel faint. Well, I was walking to 1,000 steps in the mailbox and feeling fine, but
Yeah.
that all ended.
Well,
we
we're
have,
glad you're both back for
Yeah,
sure.
thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I would entertain a motion then for these minutes on the 22nd.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Bye.
Motion
Aye.
carries 4-0. Okay, now we're ready for transfers. Are these first three all, I mean, it's county general, is that all within the treasurer's budget? Or treasurer? Do we want to do those three in one, or
Sure.
can we do that?
We can do
Okay,
it.
first of all, we have from tax mailing contract, $1,008.80.
108.
108.
What'd I say? Oh, $1,108.80 from tax mailing contract. Lockbox expense, $98.45. And from cash book software maintenance, $11, all to telephone of $218.25. And then we have from travel, $794.36, from equipment repair, $978.30. And that would all be going to office supplies in the amount of $1772.66. Then we have from Treasury Association dues, $16.24. And from official records, $40.50. going to travel.
No,
No,
it's from travel.
no, we had from travel 5326, all going to postage in the amount of $110. And those three are all within the Perry County Treasurer's budget.
Okay,
So I would entertain a motion. I assume to approve this.
Make a motion to approve all three transfers.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 I
Motion carries.
abstain.
Motion carries 5 and with one extension from Mr. Baumeister.
Thank you.
Next, we have from jail office salary. Nope,
Should be,
Veterans.
no. We have $56 from travel to part-time veteran service officer, and that's all within the Perry County Veterans Office budget.
He could not be on, but this is because of, with the switch over and paying out, we ran short in that line item.
Oh, okay.
all right, I'll make a motion, we approve.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0. I never thought about it, but with the Perry County Treasurer's budget was Amanda here?
Yeah, she's online.
Okay. Well, we already approved it anyway, so. Next, we have $553 coming from jail officer's salary to jail officer's holiday pay, and that's all within the Perry County Jail budget. I don't know, was Eric, Was-
Eric,
going to talk about, oh, I guess do you need to explain that any?
Nope.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to.
Okay,
Is that just like for some extended hours or special coverage of some kind?
It is from extended hours, I believe. I will double check that to be sure and send everyone an email. But I believe the sheriff had submitted that, and he's unfortunately out of town at the moment. But I think it was for extended hours.
do you have a motion for approval?
I make a motion, we approve. Anyone?
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0. Okay, our next transfer is from retirement, $1,200 to furniture and equipment, and that's all within the Perry County Commissioner's budget. That's for the large drop box, which will allow public to drop off documents that cannot fit into the payment slot of the payment drop box. The new courier box will be secured to the sidewalk next to the current payment drop box and will allow curbside drop off. Are we keeping the small one too, Teresa? Or have you decided?
We'll
At this
have to.
time, I haven't been instructed any differently other than to keep the smaller one for anybody that would want to drop off payments.
Payments, yeah, that sounds like a good
And-
idea.
And just to clarify with you,
I was gonna say, do you want to tell them about
yeah,
the,
the day that we were getting ready to go into requesting this, I had called the company to verify they had it in stock, and I was notified by the company that there would be additional charges for shipping. And so we initially didn't think it was going to be this much money, but with adding shipping for it, it was going to increase it. But while we were having the meeting, our veteran service officer was looking online and he found the very same box that would be shipped for free. So this amount can be reduced to $764.
Wow, shipping was that much?
Right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was, well, this box was about $20 less, and then the shipping was going to be around $350. So, yeah. So if you just want to approve a transfer of 764 That's all I need to cover it.
I guess that.
This will enable people to put manila envelopes and things like that. We only have a 6-inch slot, and I mean a slot that you can just stick an envelope, like a regular payment envelope in.
Is it large
and-
enough for a bomb?
I'm sorry.
I said, is it large enough for a bomb?
Well,
No,
Right, your turn.
I hope not, but
I've been drinking too much eggnog.
Yeah, I think so.
this will
David, have you
enable
had your
people to put
medication today?
larger packages in.
I've taken it.
Okay.
Hey,
There's,
Pam, do we need to make a motion to change that figure and then a motion to approve?
Yeah, you can lower it. No, you can lower it in your motion. You can say that you want to do a transfer of only $764.
Okay,
Did you make that motion, Danny?
I'll make a motion that we change the transfer amount to 700 and what? $64?
I'll second.
All those in favor, same by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0.
The only thing is we just, and Kevin says he'll figure it out, but we just have to get men to be able to pick it up and move it where we need, but we'll get it done. So otherwise we were going to have them to unload it, stick it right where it needed to be. So now we just got to have manpower.
Oh, okay.
Charlie's available.
Yes, I've already volunteered.
Now Charlie volunteered already.
Okay, our next transfer is from the pretrial diversion fund from $52 from travel, $1,000 law enforcement donations, and $52 from victim advocate salary to office supplies. That says 1,000. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, I guess $52 from travel, and it goes to victim advocate salary, and 1,000 from law enforcement donation goes to office supplies, and that's all
Right.
within the Perry County prosecutor budget. That was written a little different.
I'll
wasn't
make
it?
that motion.
All those in favor, or do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0. Next, we have, pardon, Lucy Goffnet for hiring the drug testing technician.
She's on here.
Yes,
Yeah, she's muted.
Hello, sorry about that.
no problem.
Speak.
Hello. Yes, my, the gentleman that we have that's currently drug testing, Ed Llewellyn, is retiring. So that's yay for Ed. And so we just need to hire someone to replace Ed. And as you already know, this is a position that's paid for, it pays for itself out of the drug testing money. It's paid for out of monies that are collected through drug testing. Any questions?
I don't have any.
I don't either.
Anyone else?
No,
Now,
If not, I would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I'll second. I'm sorry.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was short and sweet.
Yes, and see you guys later.
Aye.
Next item on the agenda is Recorder Jane James requesting hiring of a part-time clerical position. Jane?
Hello. I'm assuming you all read my email and looked over the job description. I want to make sure you know that I'm not asking for a permanent position. I'm asking for a temporary part-time. And also I put in this on this position description, I was specific that this position will be reevaluated annually for funding by the recorder and the county council at budget meetings. So I wanted to be very specific so you would know I meant it's only for temporary and it needs to be reevaluated annually. And in my letter, I stated about our remote users. We have to do a title search, you have to search the deed records, mortgage records, and miscellaneous records. And right now, the people that have enhanced access and the people that can't come in the office right now, they can't search the records. So our phone is ringing off the wall. People want us to look up different things. And you got to remember that we are not searchers. We are not licensed, bonded, or insured to do title searches. But if they give us a specific document to look for, we try to help them out. So our phone is just ringing off the wall with everyone needing documents. And then, like I said, our enhanced access people are paying $60 to $280 a month to do a title search. And then they can't get all the information that they need because we don't have it back indexed where they can search it. And that's essential to a title search. And let me see what else do I want to tell you. And then again, this money is from our copy fees from enhanced access that goes into the Recorder's Perpetuation Fund. All copy money has to go into the Recorder's Perpetuation Fund. So this is just a real need here. We don't have time to do it. I've told David, we had another office that helped us get the deeds done. Back then, it was all about job sharing with the council and the commissioners to try to get things done. But we don't have that anymore. So I just really need this, and I'm just begging you to provide me with this person so that I can take care of my customers and provide the services that I need to be providing.
Does anyone have any questions of Jane?
No, but I have something I'd like to say. You know, this is a situation where in most cases and in the past, we've helped out departments that are behind, allowing them to hire someone. This is not going to cost the county anything. This is in her funding. For the last 2 years, the only thing that we've appropriated are their salaries. She's paid for everything else out of her department. This brings in revenue to the county also that's going to be used to pay for it. I agree that this is something that I would like to see it appropriated this year, and then as next year at budget time, we can discuss it, and then in December we can look at it again to for the following year.
Is this something where if we do get caught up, we can stay caught up, Jane?
No, I'm not sure I understand your question, Dan.
If we get caught up to the point where you're satisfied, then without this extra help, will we be able to stay on top of it?
We're always going to have the funding coming in for our copies. Is that what you mean? Once we satisfy and get this 50-year search available to our title searchers and banks and attorneys, then I would, yes, then that's a temporary until we get done with that. When we're done with that, this position goes away. And then you may be able to use some of the extra money for a salary.
And how long do you think that'll take? I think the last meeting you said 8 to 10 years, maybe.
It's hard to say, Luke. Like I said, the last time we had a lot of help from another office, but if we would get this part-time in here, we would be hoping to get it done. Did I say 8 to 10? I was hoping 5 to 8.
Okay.
Hey, Jane, I don't think you answered Danny's question.
Okay, I'm not sure.
I think what he was saying, that once you catch this up, will that be it? Will you be able to maintain the indexing within your staff, or are you continue to have a part-time person? Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, no, this is
what he was asking.
This is only for the part-time to get this project done. Does that answer the question?
No,
Well,
I guess I don't understand again. Yeah.
I guess what I was asking at the end of 5 years, and when this portion of it is completed, are we going to be able to maintain it within the office there?
yeah,
Oh, maintain it. You mean we're gonna have back indexing going on for the next 100 years.
Okay.
But this will get people to be able to do a title search, because eventually we need to get all those deeds on for genealogists, or the public that wants all those instruments on. Everybody knows you want access to all these public records. But for me, if I can provide where people can do a title search, that's my main goal. But we'll always be working. It'll take years. It'll take years and years to get the rest of it done.
okay, so,
Mary Lee wants to explain something. She's here with me, so just a minute. Let me get my mask.
Okay. Okay. What this is, what she wants to do is get it back. The old records in 1999 is when they started going electronically. So all we're trying to do, what she wants to do with this part-time person is be able to get back a 50-year search from, say, 2020, 50 years back, so they can search everything. Then we will always, the office personnel will always be working on back indexing when time permits, because all of these need to be available electronically. Does that make more
Okay.
sense?
yes, so you'll be able to maintain it with your current office staff then going forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Once
Okay.
we get that 50-year search in there to where
Right,
they can look everything up. Yes. Okay.
okay, all right, that explains it.
And also it was explained to me that there are other counties that are using this fund for the very same thing, but it's not listed on that information that we received about the number of employees in the recorder's office in different counties, because it's not showing anything like that, because this is just a temporary part-time position. And also it was explained to me that some counties are using CARE Act money for this also.
This is so very important that some counties receive some CARE Act money to get this done, so that people can do that enhanced access search. And I mean, like I said, right now with the courthouse being closed, it's even harder for people. And our phone is going crazy, and it's been very difficult.
So David, if you're ready, I'm ready to make a motion.
In your discussion, or?
Jane, do you think this is partially, I mean, the courthouse is closed, so people can't come in. Do you think this will kind of settle down a little bit once the courthouse is open and things return somewhat normal?
Well, I know, Luke, we have been getting complaints even when it was open. They come in and they say, when are you going to get those documents? Well, we don't have to come here. They don't want to have to drive here. They want to do the enhanced access. So
Gotcha.
it's still going to be the same.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Well, I think as long as it's funded, and as long as we have a chance to revisit at any or such time that we can,
What exactly is this costing the county? I mean, are we going to have to pay Social Security? I mean, they're part-time, so they're not going to be getting any benefits.
We're going to pay the social, wait a minute, or what are we paying? We're paying, Pam, what all did we pay? We'll pay
All benefits will come out of the fund, which will be just Social Security for a part-time.
Okay.
Yes. I wouldn't be asking for this if I was asking for general fund money. This is just our money that, we get from our enhanced access users. I wouldn't be asking for general fund money for a part-time. It would just have to wait another 50 years to get something done.
And Jane, this money will continue to come in like forever is,
Yes, yes. As long as there's real estate, I mean, this money's gonna come in and I don't. We've had real estate ever since for years and years, and we've always got money in our recorder's perpetuation for that.
It's self-funded, yes.
Lynn, do you understand what a title search is?
yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody understands. I mean, there are so many people that use these records. These records are so valuable, and they need to have that access to them. We were considered essential, and because those banks and those title searchers and those attorneys, they have to get that information to keep a real estate moving in our county.
Are the fees for title searching like consistent throughout all counties, or do we set our own?
They're pretty consistent. We're with Fiddler, our software company, and anyone that has Fiddler, we're very consistent. They gave us an idea. They gave us an outline of what our prices should be. So yeah, we're consistent if we're Fiddler. And they have over half Indiana, I think, customers now.
What's Indiana code before? Determines too.
Indiana code determines.
Dollar.
Oh, yeah. Well, as Mary Lee said, Indiana code determines we're going to get $1 for every copy.
Okay, anything else?
We just gonna wait on Charlie to make the motion, his motion.
Well, I'm ready to make a motion.
Okay,
Okay, I make a motion that we allow the recorder's office to hire the temporary part-time employee, and that this is to be reviewed at budget time and also next December to see how much they have gotten done, if the funding is still there, and this would be on a yearly basis that we would make motions on. Does that make sense?
yes.
You say review again in December or November?
Well, we'll review it in December, but we'll also discuss it during budget time.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries 6-0, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, Jane, thank you for all your time.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, I'm passionate about my job, if you can't tell, and this just means a lot for me to be able to provide the services I need to. So thank you so much.
I think it'll be good to do the review too.
Yes, yes,
I think that'll appease people. So.
yes.
think
I
that's a good
definitely
idea.
think that's a good idea. I'm glad I put that in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a copy of that position description, because we've got to get that in our book?
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, next item on the agenda is council attorney appointment for 2021. We do have a legal service agreement from Rod. I'm assuming the salary on this is correct, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just sneak something in there, did you?
What you got this year, right, Rod?
Right. It's what you guys approved last year.
Okay,
And then, of course, if there's anything extra, which, if you guys, we're not in any litigation or anything
Right.
like that, so,
you're into the big money now, aren't you?
yeah. That, I didn't change my hourly rate either. That was, not
Well,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
I guess we need to approve this, don't we?
Yeah.
What is the $51 year in bonus?
I was just trying to round it out to an even number. You're giving me like an odd number here. If you put
Oh,
51 on the end, it's a flat number.
So what did you guys actually, okay, I'm just gonna look real quick. Make sure we got the amount right. Oh, I don't know. Well, now if I take 412.42, that comes out to $4,949.
but what he's doing is rounding it to 5,000, I think, aren't you?
That's what I'm doing.
We
What
like
do
to, we like to round down.
The budget, $1,949, guys.
Okay, well, could we later on ask for a reappropriation for the difference later next year?
That's fine. That was supposed to take place like in December of next year, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I'd say in your motion here, you're gonna have to make that stipulation because you're gonna be allowing a contract more than what you appropriated. So I guess if anything, you're gonna have to put that in your motion that you're gonna to do that extra $51 because right now you've only appropriated the $4,949.
Okay.
Somebody want to
Make
do
that motion.
If you agree to this contract, you're agreeing to more than what you appropriated at this point.
Right.
Right.
Okay, Charlie, were you making a motion?
I'll make that motion that we accept the contract and also that later on that we do an additional to fulfill the contract
Of $51.
of $51, yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Sorry,
Okay,
you know
I
me, it's just the auditor coming out
I
in
know,
me.
well, you have to do that. You have to follow the rule.
That's all right, Barb.
It's just the auditor coming out.
That's okay, Connie.
Well, we got the last couple.
Okay, I do, unless somebody else wants to go first, I do have some miscellaneous.
Did
oh, wait
you
a
want to do
minute.
the organizational meeting,
Yeah, sorry.
January 4th, 2021 at 5:00 PM?
Now, is that gonna be Zoom?
I assume how else could we do it?
Well, I mean, at this point, the courthouse is closed to the public until
Oh,
January 5th.
right.
So,
I assume to go ahead and do Zoom.
yeah, we'll do Zoom on that one for sure because we are closed until January the 5th.
Did we skip over? Oh, never mind. I lied.
Skip over what?
I thought that was council appointment, so it's council attorney. Never mind.
Okay.
Council appointments are on January the 5th.
Yeah.
Miscellaneous? Pam, you said you had something?
Yes, I have a few things now. Unless somebody else on that's got something they would rather go before me, that's perfectly fine.
I only had one question is, have we had any more report on the fall settlement from the treasurer's office?
I got numbers at 11:50 yesterday. We had to go through a few things. I did have to return. They had to give me some new papers back. We are trying diligently right now to work them up. I'm hoping and praying that we get it done in time. It's right now I've got 2 new girls plus me. We are trying really hard. I've got them coming in early. They've stayed late this evening. we are going to do our best. And I mean, I'm just having to put everything pretty well. Everything I do and everything that they're doing right now is going on hold because this money has to get done and get out to these taxing units before December 31st. I mean, we have no choice. Otherwise, we will be paying out interest if we don't.
So do you have all the numbers you need at this point?
Yes, she supplied me with the numbers. Right now, we've got, we did run into a few things today, so we're going to be on contact with the vendor tomorrow morning. And hopefully if we can knock them things out, but we still got a lot of work ahead of us. It's not, we're not close yet. So just say a little prayer. We're going to try our darndest, and I'm praying like heck I can get it done. So, but it's going to be time strained. So we'll see.
I do have one other thing, Pam, real quick. David, I know that we have members of this board that's on the policy committee. And I've noticed that we've got a situation where some people are retiring at the first of the month of next year. And since they're there after January 1, they're eligible for their vacation for next year. I think we need to look at that because that's going to hurt some of the departments, especially in the clerk's office. They're having one to retire,
Right.
and they'll be paying that out. So it's going to, at some point, it's going to become a problem. I think that issue needs to be looked at.
This is vacation?
Well, and any time, because some of these people are retiring and have 3 or 4 weeks of vacation, and they have to be paid for it.
Well, we've always had that.
Pardon?
We've always had that.
Right, but what I'm saying is maybe we need to extend, if it's possible, to extend that time, that say that if you're retiring, that you have to be there 90 days into the next year to receive that. And that would only be in retirement situations.
Oh.
I don't know if legally that can be done, Rod. I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know
I'd have
either.
to look into it. I in some places, if you don't use your vacation time, you forfeit it, So, I mean, it depends on how the rules are set up,
Well, as of right now, that you earned your vacation on your anniversary date, but then you do receive it once you got your time in, then you receive every calendar year after that.
Okay.
That's the way it is right now.
But it's not mandatory that you take it, right? I mean,
The vacation.
so-
Well, see, and they can carry over right now. You can carry over 1 week of vacation to the next year if you didn't get it all used within that year that it was supposed to.
But you're limited to the 1 week.
1 week to carry over.
From the
But-
prime.
But like Charlie said, as of January 1, he's correct that January 1, those people receive their vacation time. So, and then if they retire, like say in that month of January, personal is not paid out, sick's not paid out, but we do pay out vacation and any comp time that they have.
Isn't there some, that they have to do that within when there's a certain length of time or something?
There
Am I
is
thinking-
nothing in the policy at this point.
Okay, all right,
And all I'm asking for
right.
the board members to review that and see if they can
Review
come
that.
up with.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to review that.
And then have Rob check in to make sure if it's legal that something can be done.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me just say this. I think it's, since you're only letting them carry over 1 week anyway, I mean, you're already, I mean, I've seen it in places where people have, 20, 30 weeks of
Right.
paid vacation. And then when they retire, they get all that money, so, I mean, you're
Now,
already limiting.
See, like right now, the ones that are retiring, if they haven't used all their vacation, they can carry that 1 week over and still earn what
3
they're
weeks.
eligible for January 1. So potentially if somebody is eligible for 3 weeks, January 1, they didn't
get
use
4.
everything in 2020 and they got a week left. They've actually got 4 weeks
Or
Right.
because they can carry that 1 week over until March 31st.
That was the time limit I was thinking of.
Yes.
March
The
31st.
1 week, it has to be used by for March 31st. So
Okay,
that's what Charlie's referring to.
okay.
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea to review just the
Right.
handbook policy in general because it's 1 year after some changes. So there's probably some other stuff that needs to be looked at.
Yes, I agree. Anything else, other miscellaneous? Anyone else have anything?
Yes, I do have a couple things unless anybody else does.
Are you going to talk about the board appointments, getting that in the paper?
I already did. I've already emailed that to Darius. I know he's on here. I'm hoping he got that because I did email that to him earlier to put that in the paper.
Okay.
I wanted to inform you guys because this might be something you need to let Darius know. I received a letter from Colleen Smith that's on the Perry County Public Library Board of Trustees. She has served on there for many, many years. She regrets to announce to you guys that she is resigning. It has nothing to do with the library, but for family health issues. She wants to thank you all for giving her the opportunity, and she's enjoyed being a member of the trustees and will continue to use the library on a regular basis. So this will be another position. Now, whether or not you want this one by January 4th, or unless you want Darius to put this one on a 6-week thing.
What are the requirements for that board?
I don't have that right in front of me, Charlie. Teresa, do you know by any chance?
I'm looking.
Okay. I honestly didn't know if there was any requirements at all for the library board.
I don't see anything in my notes.
We probably should go ahead and include it. and get it.
Colleen's term would end 12/31 of 2023. So it would be 3 more years because she was just appointed just the beginning of this year.
And
So
I got
she
this
served
on
one out of the 4-year
December 10th,
term.
I just got the email on December the 10th, so I'm taking it that's probably the date she's saying she's resigning.
I guess we could, if this hasn't gone to the news yet, I guess we could include it.
Okay, so then if you don't have any responses by January 4th, you might want to extend that one longer.
Yeah, I think we should probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the ones that I sent to Darius today on the boards are the same positions like the commissioners got. So Teresa and I will be sharing the letters as far as those appointments to help out. So you have enough letters of interest, hopefully for both boards to be able to fill those positions.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the next thing I have is health insurance I want to talk to you guys about. Every year, as far as whatever is left in the appropriations, we have, as far as the funds that appropriate health insurance, we have tried to delete those funds out to put into our coffers as far as our reserve amount. We are sitting fairly decent right now in our reserves. I think right now we're right around 600,000 or better. So my question to you guys is, do you want this done again this year, or knowing what situation we're getting in the next year and a half, or do you want all these appropriations that's left to roll into the fund's cash accounts? County General, you're looking at $205,000. So, that's out of the commissioner's budget. It's like, yes, we can put that in our reserves, but if we don't spend it, it's also not coming from our cash either.
That's a Luke question.
Or David.
Luke was the one thinking the hardest.
Yeah. My first thought would be maybe split it. Or just because, just because we have the money doesn't mean we should spend it,
Right.
I was thinking split also.
Yeah,
But-
so maybe we could split it in half or split it some way, but I don't think we should throw it all in general because then we'll want to spend it probably.
Well, not only that, we could,
Well, it's just gonna flow back into the cash. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys would
Right.
still have to appropriate it.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys
But-
would still have to appropriate it before it could be spent.
I think splitting it's probably just to be safe with because I mean, we had to rob the health or the rainy day fund to pay for health insurance many years ago, and you never know, something could happen. So I think it'd probably be best to split it. I don't know what
So
everyone
you're
else is
saying
thinking.
split the amounts and all the funds? Except for the
Um,
grants, we can't do grants because
Right.
grants are set up separately. Like, only ones I can tell you right now because of I was questioned on one department. I can tell you right now, the health department has like 23,371 and ours is 205,584. I have not checked the highway and the rest of them at this point.
And this is all pertaining to the health insurance.
Correct. This is the appropriation that now wait, well, some of this appropriation will go just a little bit lower because we will be paying January's out on December 28th. So it will go just a little bit lower than these, but not a whole lot.
Gotcha.
I think
Because
we
we
need to
do
split
have one more payment coming out, but we're still looking at a substantial amount of appropriation that we could, put it into a check and transfer it over into our reserved account. I just didn't know what you guys wanted to do, so I didn't, I know at budget time, we count on what you budget to make that worst case scenario. But we've never also had a reserve like we have now.
So
And
when we're talking about splitting, we're talking about then 50-50.
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking, Lucas. I'm not sure.
on all the accounts, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be general health and highway and
Yeah.
Do we need a motion for that?
Yeah, I would
It
say
probably
do.
wouldn't hurt. That way there's something here in the minute. So because I'm probably gonna have some departments question me as far as cleaning out their funds because they know how their cash balances are but this, whenever these are appropriated and you guys put this extra money in these, at that time when you do it at budget, I know that's anticipated that money goes in to the reserves to help out health insurance. But I also knew that next year and the year after what our funding is going to be like, our revenues.
Right.
So that's kind of why I wanted to bring this up and question you guys, because I just didn't want to take and do it knowing the other situation we're going to be getting into too.
I think you need to do all funds. And then I guess it's just determine what the split should be.
yeah, how
50-50?
yeah, I was gonna say how are we gonna do that?
Well, wouldn't 50-50 be safe?
You could do a third and 2/3 where we would leave 2/3 in and we take at least a third. I mean, no matter amount, what you do, if we do take some of it, you're at least still helping to build that reserve up even higher yet, which is a plus no matter what.
So we'd be safe in 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts on their favorite percentages?
Well, I mean, we had some rough years, didn't we, Pam?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've had years where right now I'd be begging to find money.
Yeah. We had some rough ones.
I've never known to come here and say,
Mm-mm.
I have money. What do you guys want to do? I've never been caught in this situation,
You
which is a
didn't-
nice one to be in. It is a very nice one to be in.
I
But
don't
like I
recall-
said, I didn't
I
want
don't,
to make
I don't recall you asking that last year.
No, I probably haven't. I have not asked it in the whole 6 years I've been here. I don't think so.
I've never heard it.
Yeah.
I've been
No,
here 4
I mean,
years.
it's a good position to be in. But like I said, I know at budget time, whenever it's budgeted, we anticipate all that going in. But I just kind of knew with things coming up and where we're sitting at, that maybe you guys might want to make a different decision on this than what you originally would have thought at budget time.
50-50? Anyone?
I'm
Yeah.
okay with 50-50.
That's fine with me.
I think
Yes.
it's a good idea.
Okay. I'll make a motion to split. Yeah. Split it 50-50.
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you.
I had one thing under miscellaneous. I would like to recognize Steve Goodson for all the service he's provided to the council over, what is it, been 24, 26 years?
A lot of years, yeah.
Sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but it was his last meeting, but he called me today and told me he was going to ride out in the sunset.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, our best to Steve, yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Steve. Anybody, anything else under miscellaneous?
Yeah, I got a
have
couple
new
things.
Bowling photography masks. If you
Oh
want-
my God.
Oh,
if you
okay.
wanna look really classy, I'll give you one, yeah.
Are those free?
Yeah.
Did you make them?
No, I had them made.
Oh, okay.
$8. Yeah.
I have two things, maybe. Let me find them real quick. I emailed you guys a while ago about I met with Sheriff Malone and Chief W. Dickinson about jail officer pay. We'd kind of discussed that a little bit, but I think we need to try to come to some sort of decision or meet to discuss it in person or over Zoom sometime. Just because I think we need to get them an answer of what we can do or if we can do anything.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is I emailed you a while ago again about the detention center special legislation. I know they're in session now. And if we want to get that legislation amended, we probably need to do that soon. David?
Yes, I think
I'm
we definitely
talking.
need to do that.
And we just need to like the jail officer thing. We need to get that situated. We just need to discuss it sometime so we can decide what we're going to do or not.
How quick do they need the decision on that?
Steve said it's too late to introduce bills. So if anything, they could just amend it. They could tack it on to some other bill because it's just a sentence or two. That's all it really is going to be.
Luke, I think you should go ahead and get a hold of Steve and have that done. I think that's very important.
Yeah, I agree it needs to be done, but I don't know if everyone wants to talk about it at length or what are there, because if you want to discuss the exact language you want it to be, just because I don't want to just shove something through. I want everyone to have a chance to discuss it.
Do we need to involve Rod with this?
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Just him look at it and see
Right.
get his opinion on it. It's literally just changing a sentence or two. I think that's all it would have to be.
Right.
But if we want to set something up or we can discuss it at our first meeting of the year and just do it at our regular meeting, just put out a block of time for that.
That'd be fine.
I think that'd be a good idea. That we just
Yeah.
need to put on the agenda for our first meeting.
Okay. And then I'll forward that email again and everyone can kind of look at the language and see what they're kind of thinking.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to do this and get it done. We've been talking about this.
For way too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we can put that on the agenda, Pam, for the beginning of the year. Cool.
Hopefully your January 4th ain't gonna have a whole lot unless any
That'd
addition.
be okay. That'd be perfect then. But just because that's the special legislation says once the bonds are paid off, it goes to the highway department, and I think that's just probably not the best place to put that money, considering we won't have anything or any way to pay for jail
Right.
maintenance or anything like that. So I think we need to get that changed soon, because like I said in the email, if we pay off the bond January 1st of 2023, there could be $2 million sitting in that fund after it's all transferred. So, and that could help out in a big way. So,
Yes.
but that's all I have.
Okay. Anyone else have anything?
Oh, Merry Christmas, by the way.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to
Merry
everybody.
Christmas there, yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Remember to stop by my office to sign
Okay.
documents. I've got transfers and an additional for sure to sign. If it all possible before the end of next week. There's 3 days next week, so
And you need signatures from all council members, right?
yes. even
Yes.
you, because you got to sign the ones from tonight.
That's okay.
Again, yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't seen David in so long.
I know.
What's he look like?
Wear your mask, David.
I lost 35 pounds. Was Pam saw me? I did look.
Yeah, you can tell he's definitely looked different.
I'm still recuperating and recovering. My hemoglobin is still not what it should be, so I don't know why that is. Anyway, I think I'm getting better.
Oh, good.
Not ready to
Also,
run a race.
one other thing, actually, I just saw about this because this went to my junk mail. Cindy LaGrange of the Perry County Memorial sent out an
Yes.
email because I was in my junk mail to make sure everyone
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, she's trying to schedule a meeting for the second week of January.
Right.
It'd be evening meeting probably at 5:30 to discuss the EMS contract.
Yeah, it was in my junk.
It didn't really say, was it Zoom?
Yeah, I think that's what they're expecting.
I would like to be in person, but I don't think
No.
I don't think I'm ready to go in person yet, but
Yeah, it's going to be
And
difficult
I
to have this
replied
process,
to-
but
Luke, I replied to her that the 13th and 14th are the best days for me. The 12th is
Man.
out.
you're really on the ball, Charlie.
Hey,
I responded already as well. So
I work part-time, David.
What'd you respond to, Charlie?
I'm good. I'm good. Anytime because I'll be getting off work a lot earlier now. So
Okay.
The 8th is Elvis's birthday. That's not a good day.
gosh.
So do you have a new job?
It's mine.
Yeah, I'm joining Indiana Region 15 at the beginning of the year
Oh,
for project
congratulations.
development.
As the director?
No, project development.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That would be a good, there's possibility for advancement, I think, with that job.
Yes.
Exciting.
That's a that's a good move for you, I think.
Won't like waking up at 4:45 in the morning because I have to be there by 6 our time. But
Oh yeah, they're in our head, aren't they?
but I get Fridays off, so that would
Where
be
are they
good.
located, Luke?
They're in Ferdinand.
They're in Ferdinand. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's right as you
That's
get.
not bad.
yeah, it's not bad.
No.
Well, they're getting
Well, the
every best to
shortcut in the
traders.
winter time's bad.
All right, I'm
Well,
gonna
Luke-
entertain a
Luke,
motion. Or I'll
You
make a
you'll
motion
be
to
getting
end.
you'll be going home early though.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll be home by like 4 o'clock. I'll be
You
nice.
gotta get used to that Fulda shortcut too.
Yeah. I'll make sure I drive the speed limit. Don't worry.
Click.
Anything else?
Nope.
I need Erla's cinnamon nut recipe. I lost mine.
Oh my gosh.
I'll get it to you.
Isn't that the truth?
It's like a social hangout now.
Yeah.
I just need her to make some. Yeah.
I will, Danny.
Okay, so Luke made a motion
Yeah,
to
I made a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Appreciate you all.
All right.
Thanks, Teresa, for doing this.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
Yeah,
Guys.
thanks, Teresa.
Welcome. Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.